overhauling the largest payroll system in the country. What could go wrong?
We found that a year and a half after the federal government launched the Phoenix Pay system, over 150,000 public servants were still waiting for a pay request to be processed. The value of outstanding pay errors, including employees who were paid too little and those who were paid too much, was about $500 million at the end of June 2017.
The number of government employees that have been affected by the broken pay system is closer to 200,000. That's over 70% of all federal employees. It's a colossal mess that spans two prime ministers from different parties and has cost taxpayers hundreds of millions of dollars and counting.
There are people retiring who aren't getting the right benefits. There are people who've gotten promotions that haven't been reflected in their pay. And there are a troubling number of families who are not getting their pay at all.
The list of issues is long. Even this list may not be complete. It's no wonder some public servants are starting to lose faith in the government's ability to fix the pay system at the center of all of this.
Welcome to the Phoenix Pay System disaster.
Suddenly I started getting $0 paychecks, and that's when I really started to feel the effects in terms of my mental health. I couldn't sleep. I haven't been sleeping well. It's been very stressful, so I had to reach out to our employee assistance program and start seeing a counselor for that. I had to go to my physician. You know, I've had to call in sick just because I'm not sleeping and I can't handle the stress. You know, I felt helpless, I felt angry, I felt overwhelmed. It's demoralizing.
To understand how public servants like Jennifer got caught up in this mess, we have to rewind to 2009, when Harper's Conservatives came up with an ambitious plan to replace the ancient regional pay system with a national automated system. The previous 40-year-old system was on its last legs, and this new system would not only save the government around $70 million a year, but supposedly it would make it easier for employees to manage their own pay.
The American tech company IBM was hired in June 2011 to design and implement the new system. But the system was not exactly new. The company used existing software called PeopleSoft and then modified it to accommodate the thousands of pay rules needed to cover 101 departments and agencies.
Governments aren't exactly good at this whole technological modernization thing. In 2014, Ontario Liberals rolled out a computer system developed by IBM to pay people on social assistance. A month after it went online, it had doled out $20 million in overpayments. And then there's the Queensland health fiasco.
2 years and 3 months since the health payroll debacle started, with thousands of staff being underpaid, overpaid or not getting any money at all, it's still going on.
It'll go down as one of the greatest IT debacles for an Australian government, if not the biggest.
Sound familiar?
Along with the new system, pay services for 46 departments would be transferred to Miramichi, a small city in northern New Brunswick. This move allowed the Conservatives to check off two boxes. By consolidating, they could cut hundreds of jobs, thereby saving money, and make up for the jobs that were lost when they shut down the long gun registry office there. 2 years later, the Conservatives took over training duties from IBM, rather than use IBM's recommended training system.
Even after months of delays, Harper wrapped up his time in office by hailing Phoenix as a massive success. The system had been completed on time and on budget. He even awarded the person in charge of the file with an Outstanding Achievement Award.
Seriously?
I know, and it gets worse.
When the Liberals inherited the system in late 2015, problems had already begun. During testing, employees complained about delayed and incorrect pay. Pay advisors in Miramichi said they needed more training and couldn't keep up with the number of files being transferred to them from departments.
And yet, in February, Phoenix went live across 34 departments and agencies. Unsurprisingly, the same problems played out on a larger scale, adding to the backlog of 40,000 other cases pay advisors were already struggling to deal with. It didn't take long for the unions to go public. People were not getting paid. They urged the government not to roll out the system to the remaining 67 departments until the glitches were solved. But at the time, the government dismissed these issues as one-offs, the result of people just getting used to the new system. So they just did it anyway.
When asked the question if we could go back, could we go back to the other system, I was told no.
Over a year and a half, the number of outstanding pay requests increased fivefold. Pay requests being any change to employees' pay or to fix a pay error. The government eventually responded by frantically hiring pay advisors and setting up temporary pay offices, but that barely made a dent in the backlog, and pay requests continued coming in. Despite calls for the Liberals to scrap Phoenix, that's likely not going to happen. Instead, Prime Minister Trudeau created a cabinet supergroup to tackle the problem. He also told this guy to fix it, and made it the new minister's top priority. But even still, the Auditor General says that Phoenix will take years to fix and cost much more than the $540 million the government expected to spend. And that estimate is just to fix the current errors. No one knows how much it's going to cost on top of that to get the system to run the way it's supposed to. So who's to blame for this IT disaster? IBM, the Conservatives, the Liberals? IBM blames the Conservatives for poor training. The Conservatives blame the Liberals for rolling the system out before it was ready. And the Liberals blame the Conservatives for cutting corners. But public servants don't care about pointing fingers.
At the 2-year mark, no one cares anymore. We just want it fixed. Period. End of sentence.
So I found this video online, probably made by a disgruntled public servant, and it's Rambo taking care of the Phoenix pay system.